Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing right away is Dart.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go!
To the air, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hyde. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready up. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
17-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Dart. Got his man down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Saints at 11-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Colts' 35-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. He finds his man, complete. It's Wood. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Dart. To the goal line, but it's is incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19. Take over.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely, dude, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10, Taylor now. Escapes the defender. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Open man to tight end Warren.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake.
And that is called. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Out of the gun. Here's Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Let's go now. Panthers, go.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Bates' kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Saints 10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's complete to Dell. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing his dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. On a return of time. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now up to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
34-yard line.
Throwing his dart. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of
Call
6.
it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw his dart.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. High dancing past it. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They go play action with Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Ready.
Now it's Richardson.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And nothing but daylight ahead. He will score. Touchdown, Colts.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Colts 31, Saints 10.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Dart gonna look to throw here.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Well, they're just looking good on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow. Interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. Now he's free at the 35. Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that because so many times you go into the half after playing well and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Richardson to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Saints' 47-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st down, Colts.
Let's go now. Go.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Come on, come on.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
60, Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Hard throw, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
26-yard line.
Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now Richardson. Pass taken in by this big tight end. And he is going to have the Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. Plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Saints 10.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
28-yard line.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
19, Tiger.
To throw now, Dart. Caught left side, here's Dell.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That's
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Dart. incomplete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. Cougar night, ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for downhill. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Indianapolis, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.